So I'm going to encourage you, when you think about this, is there an opportunity for you to disrupt yourself, disrupt relationships, disrupt your company, disrupt your industry, disrupt society? The world needs you to do it.
Hi, I'm Stephen King. Okay, that's not true. I'm James Patterson. But I hope that little twist got your attention because I've got something amazing to share with you. Disruption is everywhere, at work, at home, in life. But here's the secret. It doesn't have to be a roadblock. It can be your biggest opportunity. Biggest. That's exactly what Disrupt Everything, my new book with Patrick Leddin, is all about. And Patrick, he's led groundbreaking research at Vanderbilt and knows how to turn disruption into results. His presentation is practical, inspiring as heck, and seriously impactful.
So I'm going to put a word on the screen right now. And when this word comes up, I want you to think about the first word or phrase or something that comes to your mind when you see this word. By show of hands, how many of you thought of a specific dog? All right, take a look around. Lots of people thought of a specific dog. Was that your dog? What's your dog's name? Winston. Okay, you thought of Winston. Did anybody think of just a big dog in general? Just like a big dog. Anybody? Anybody think small dog? Anybody think cat? Look around. As a leader, if you think, I've told people this 10 times, why aren't they getting it? It's because people think cat when you're saying dog.
It's not just for somebody who's like has the job or title at work, they're the leader. It's for all of us who want to lead ourselves, want to influence other people, want to eventually maybe aspire to lead a team, and even for people who are in leadership roles. It's the idea about how do I think like a leader? How do I act like a leader? How do I, begin to move in the right direction wherever I'm at on my journey?
Are you living a good life? It's defining your good life. And the key word here is your. We only go around once in life. You only have one time to be on the team you're on right now. You only have one time to build the organization you're building right now. You only have one time to be at this conference right now. So you got to make the most of it. So just think about this. Disruptions are everywhere. You're trying to move out and live your good life, and you keep running into these disruptions. Go back home from this conference, and somebody in your family says, hey, I'd like to talk a bit about X, Y, or Z. And it kind of stops you in your tracks. You go to the doctor, and the doctor gives you a report about your health, and it's just to you. Or your boss calls you in, or whomever you report to, and they say, we've got this project we'd like you to lead. All of these situations are unique to you, and they're disruptive. They cause you to stop in your tracks. But they can also be ubiquitous. What we are trying to study is, what do the best people do in these moments? These people who are positive disruptors tend to think deeply about things in order to gain insights. They're not just sleepwalking through life. If you ever want to feel good about yourself for a moment, just kind of jot down things you've accomplished in life. And it does a great thing to kind of raise the energy level. You have worked through tough times before and have figured out how to do it. Lean into that experience.
This is your chance to offer something no one else can. A game-changing experience they'll never forget.
His story, for our purposes, his disruptive moment, he would tell you, happened a number of years ago. He used to be at an ad agency called J. Walter Thompson in New York. In fact, he was the youngest creative director for the ad agency. He became the president of J. Walter Thompson. He created the tagline, I'm a Toys R Us kid. He penned that tagline. He was down with some friends on the Jersey Shore on a Sunday. He had to leave the shore to go back to his office in New York City. And if you've ever gone to work on Sunday, and that's not your typical routine, you're not happy about it. He's driving back into the city. He's like, I don't want to be here. All my friends are on the beach. Everything's beautiful, and I'm here and stuck in traffic. He said he's sitting there watching the traffic go in the other direction, and it's going whoosh, 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 car after car going past him. And to him, that was a disruptive moment where he said, I'm in the wrong lane of life. Now, he had the luxury at that moment to change lanes. And I recognize we're all in different places. But in his case, he decided to change lanes. Sold over 600 million book copies. He has over 100 New York Times bestsellers. He puts out multiple books a year in multiple genres, writes with multiple authors. So if you were me studying disruption at Vanderbilt University and James Patterson's talking to your class and you're looking at all the disruptive things you would do, what would you say to James Patterson? How about writing with me, man? Jim Patterson and I have a book called Disrupt Everything. Yeah. And it wouldn't have happened if I just hadn't said in this disruptive moment, like, why wouldn't I do it? Shoot your shot.
Here's the deal. When you book Patrick for a keynote or workshop, your audience gets an exclusive early copy of the book months before it hits shelves on September 29th, 2025. And this is going to be a #1 bestseller when it comes out.
You do not have to go to India, and you don't have to start a clothing line to be disruptive. You can go back to work and have a conversation with somebody. You can call a family member on the phone tonight and spend a little bit more time visiting with them. You can sign up for that certification program that you've been thinking about. That little move can make all the difference. Habits aren't changed in one fell swoop. They're changed in small choices.
Ready to be the hero? Book Patrick today. Let's disrupt everything together.